Hey guys, it's Danny here from the Young Family Homestead. Today we're doing barn renovations. When we first moved to this property, there was this tiny little shack, right? This whole thing was only this high. So put it into perspective, I don't know who made it, but that is an awesome height. As you guys will be aware of now, we've got two new baby Jersey calves, and there's been so much rain here lately that this whole barn, so we've made this into a stall, this section, but it did have a roof on it, right? But the roof was made out of two bits of scrap, and the two bits of scrap were joined like right here on the inside. So whenever it rains, all it does is leaks straight down here into this area. Not only that, the rain that was caught on this roof was multiplied by all the rain that was caught off this roof, and this roof was also multiplied with the rain off this roof. So this roof and this roof are add-ons that I've added on to this tiny little section here. When we moved here, it was just that tiny little I guess you wouldn't even call it a hay shed, it's like more like a goat shack. 3 walls and a little roof. It didn't have this on it, and it didn't have all these gates were busted and nothing was good on it, so it was used for nothing. All this whole section here was covered in weeds. The cattle run over here, that was here, but it was also covered, you could barely even see it. There was trees growing up through the middle of it, bigger than my bloody leg. You have to excuse the mess because we're halfway through, as I said, barn renovations. This was a little add-on we made as a temporary little chicken, like a temporary chicken coop in here. That had a roof on it as well. Me and my son built this. By rearranging this, we've made it, what I needed to do was cut it, make that section shorter so we can have more overhang off the side here, so we can put guttering all the way along, because there was no guttering, right? And so all the rain caught from all these roofs was just rushing straight down here and straight into the barn there, and the whole barn floods. Once we put the guttering on, we'll put some downpipe into the IBCs, and that'll be all nice fresh rainwater rather than dam water. There's a bit on, because that's chicken coop and it's all wet like that. It just stinks, man. But I think Megan's got some Jersey cow spam footage that I'm going to put into this vlog, because they're the cutest, sitting over there in the hay in the long grass. You're not even going to be able to see them over there, I don't think, but in the end I think it's actually going to turn out really good. So I'm going to keep on going here. I'll try and get some footage of this, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, I haven't filmed a lot of it because it's just too intense to try and film up there on lattice and screwing and grinding and stuff. That other beam for the chicken run out here is still in the way, so I don't know how I managed to stuff that up, or not think about it earlier, but I need to move that beam down about 2 feet, and I reckon I'll do the same on the other side way over there. Alright guys, I'm gonna run out of daylight here. I don't even know if you can see in here. I got this roof on. Man, I've been flat out all day. This part of the roof's on. Just got to knock off the ends there. The stall roof in here is on. And now, so this is how much I've raised it, right? You can see all the way around. Before it was down at this level. All this tin here is got holes in it, so I'm gonna be silicon those guys up. And tomorrow what I'll be doing is cutting off all the way along there with a sawzall and putting the brackets on for the guttering. Then also tomorrow I reckon I'll be continuing on I think I've got two more sheets to go up out there and put I'll be out there for a walk. And yeah, I've got 2 more sheets to go on out here, the brace and the pole that goes down here, and we'll concrete it in the ground there. So that'll be that. I've dragged these here around because I'll be setting these guys up around this side of the barn, and we'll have them raised up on some Besser blocks and some thick sleepers, and we'll be having those raised up so we can have some water pressure. All the water caught off the roof here will be going into these 2 IBCs just here, and then we'll be able to utilize them in the barn for chickens, for watering, for cleaning, and for these guys out in the paddock. I'm done with this roof, thank goodness. Now I don't have to duck at all. I got rid of this beam that goes across here, so I can walk through without ducking at all, and I even still catch myself doing these ones, even though I don't have to do it. I even cut out that section there. So there was holes in this tin, right? But I've sealed them up with this really awesome, I don't even know what kind of sealer it was, but it pretty much dries instantly. We checked the holes yesterday. There's one hole right there that I just saw that I haven't done yet. There's another one. Dang. You think I'm done. I did this video just to say that I am done, but I'm not. Gotta fix holes now. So there's 2 holes there that I need to fix, but the majority of this is done. This is gonna stay dry from now on. Gives us a nice dry spot to have the cows when it is pouring down with rain like it has been. We've got a guttering system on the back of this roof now, all the way along, which catches all the water off this roof, off this roof, and off this roof. So we've got a little section here now where we can store our wood chips. We've put some screws in here to hang up some tools, put some little things on here to hold the excessive electric stakes. We've got a heap of pallets left over there. We've got a spot over here for the hay to stay, just in case for whatever reason does get damp and whatever on the ground. You want to keep your hay off the ground. So we put it on some pallets and put some pallets behind there so the cows can't get through there to eat them sneakily, because they will. And then we've got our grain and alfalfa pellets and all that sort of stuff over there. Those are a good bucket actually. I got these from Bunnings. They're yeah. Little cow treats in there.
I've noticed.
And food in here. And food in here.
And the other food is in there. Yeah, that's right. What I do want to do is come through here and show you guys where we're keeping all this rain. This new guttering system on here, there's some downpipe. It's 100 mil. It's a bit excessive, but it's what we had at the time. So 100 mil downpipe all the way along on like a 2-degree slope. We have tested it out. We've put water onto the roof and seen what happens. The water runs down the roof, down the gutter, along this pipe, and down into this IBC. So this is our backup IBC that will eventually I haven't glued anything in yet, so I'm going to turn that around and face it so it comes down into this one as a secondary. and then it'll have a little point over here where any of the overflow from either of these IBCs, once they're full, the overflow will just shoot out down here and run down the paddock away from the cow stall. That's the main thing that I was trying to achieve here, is either to save the rain or redirect it down the paddock, not in the stall here. So by doing this, we've also extended the chicken roof over here. We just need to put more chicken wire around it, obviously. So, but we don't plan on having little chicks around here for a little while, so we don't plan on it, but you never know, I suppose. Now we've got all this sorted, we've got all that sorted. We just got to find somewhere for that, because we don't really use that. I've got to move a heap of blueberries and all that stuff today, but I might put that in another vlog. So I'm Danny, this is the Young Family Homestead, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.